To the ENCA Money Desk now. You see Devin Murrigan there. He's standing by in the newsroom. And Devin, so a court showdown is looming between government and unions over pay increases again.
Yes, you're quite right, Tembekile. Now, you'll remember some time back, government, in fact, in the February budget said they're going to be cutting spending. We were all waiting for that because our fiscus was in such trouble. But it didn't go very well down with trade unions. So 5 public sector trade unions have taken the government to court over the wage increases. Now, they wanted to pay salary increases agreed to as part of that 3-year wage deal struck way back in 2018. Finance Minister Tito Mboweni announcing drastic cuts, as I said, to those public sector wage bill during his budget address. In February, the salaries of public sector workers were capped flat in April, the first month, by the way, of that new fiscal year. Today, the Public Service Association and teacher union APTOSA, Tembekile, were among 5 other unions who filed papers in court. It could be quite interesting to see what happens from this point.
So we're still firmly in the grips of this COVID-19 pandemic. It's shut down various sectors of the economy, some beginning to reopen. Among the ones that are still closed is the tourism sector, but they believe that they will be able to be back up and running by September.
They really wish that that happens because, I mean, the casualty rate in terms of jobs in that industry, some are putting that figure already at 40,000 jobs lost. We have a huge contribution of tourism to this country's overall GDP growth, Tembekile. That is why it's so essential that it kicks off. So the Tourism Business Council of South Africa saying it remains hopeful that a wider opening up of the industry is both possible and necessary by September. The country's tourism industry is among the sectors hardest hit by travel bans, as you say, linked to that coronavirus pandemic. There are concerns it may be also among the last to recover. So major tourist businesses across the country, including resorts, restaurants and hotels, have submitted their COVID-19 preventative plans to authorities. The Department of Tourism will now announce the final plan in due course. So remember, they had said initially that we could only go to our beaches, our resorts, our hospitality places sometime in late December. But the industry, as you say now, saying it could happen in September.
Devin, some relief this afternoon if you're holding on to Sasol shares. Finally, some good news.
Yes, that's because it's up 15% on the day, Tembekile. There's been a surge in the oil price today as oil-producing countries ponder on whether or not to extend production cuts when oil prices go up. Sasol benefits. But investors are in so-called risk mode as optimism over a global recovery gains momentum, Tembekile. So emerging market currencies and their stocks are up. Good news for the JSE and the Rand.